Hi everyone. Today let's talk about time weight rates of interest and dollar weight rates of interest. So this dollar weight interest is influenced by the deposit you put. So it is a measurement of the profit of the investor. Well, the dollar weight rates of interest measures the profit of the manager. And let's see how to calculate them. So this AK is the accumulation result at the time K. So CK means like the margin investment, something like that. It can be positive or it can be negative. And let's see this. So let's use an example to explain that. January 1st, an investment account is worth $100,000. And see, there's a form for that. So it's in May 1st, the value has increased to $112,000. And so we have a plus of $30,000, which is called the new principal deposit. And on November 1st, the value has declined to 125,000. It used to be one. This right, it should be but it has declined to this number. And then this amount of money is withdrawn. So this, you can see that C is negative. And on January 1st of the following year, so the investment account is like the same as it at that in last year. So the question is to compute the yield rate by the two methods, the dollar weight method, the time weight method. And we know that the dollar weight method, so it involves the amount of the deposit, and so we should like count it like this. So we should kind of use a formula which is from, let's check it. It's this formula, and this I is interest. So this is kind of the first deposit, and this C, the money that you put or you withdrawn later can be positive or the negative. And T is time T, and 1 minus T like means like the remaining time of it. So let's go back to that question. So we should first to figure out the interest. Interest is final amount of money, right? This minus. So we don't consider about we don't consider the value of the time, just like to plus or minus them. Okay, so this is, we have 100,000. First we deposit another 30,000, and then we withdraw 42,000. And so let's got the interest, which is this number, right? So it should be this interest. And so we know that we had a zero, right? this is this, and like 1 minus t ct plus, right? So we know that so let's check this. This is 1 minus the t, right? T is 4 over 12 and multiplied by this. And we have this multiplied by let's see, the 1 plus 1 minus the t is 10 over 12, right? So we got this final answer. And then we use another method, which is time weight method, and we should use this formula. Okay, I think the formula is, yeah, it's here. So we should use this formula. So I plus 1 actually equals to this A1. This means that like the accumulation result over A0, and like this A2, like the accumulation result at time 2 over A1 plus C1, and A3 over A2 plus C2 multiplied by to the end. So so this I, because this I plus 1 equals those stuff multiplied by together, so I equals this whole thing minus 1, and this is A0, right? This is A0, and this is A1. This is A1, and A1 is this, right? 112,000, and this is A2, and this is A1 plus C1, and this is A3, this is A2 plus C2, right? So we got this, we can get that, like this one exactly equals to they plus together, and this one equals to exactly this minus this, which is this, right? And then we got the final answer. And I think that's pretty much about this topic.